What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So just earlier, I was checking out the Social Security Administration website, and there's some valuable information on there that I want to share with you guys. I did a video a couple of days ago where I talked a little bit about this, but now I want to show you the Social Security website because they talk exactly about the same thing that I was talking about a couple of days ago. But before we get started, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you should be getting notified anytime we put out a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And like always, if you guys are not getting notifications, please let me know in the comments below, and then I will relay this message to YouTube. So first off, let's talk a little bit about the COLA increase. So we saw the COLA increase for people on SSI. They received their checks on the 30th. And so now we're looking at the 3rd. So the 3rd, that's when people on Social Security will start receiving their increase, and then it'll be every Wednesday after that. So just giving you guys a heads up of how things are working when it comes to the increase. And I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with the Social Security Administration website. So I just went over there earlier, and I will go to the Social Security Administration website just to see what's going on. And when I pulled it up, if you look at the top here, it says, what should I do if I get a call claiming there is a problem with my Social Security number or account? Now, I talked about the fraud and stuff that's going on when it comes to people calling you and trying to tell you that there's something wrong with your account. They know that there's this increase coming, so they're going to try to tell you different things in order to get you to give them information. And so this is what's on the Social Security Administration website. So obviously this is a big problem. And obviously there are a lot of people that are calling the Social Security Administration and letting them know that someone's calling them and trying to get information out of them. And so what I want to do today is I want to show you exactly how the Social Security Administration tells you to deal with these problems. So let's go ahead and click on here so that at the very top, they have that little warning there. And when you click on that warning, it will take you to this site here. And so let's zoom in just a little bit. And what I want to focus on, and the top says the same thing, what should I do if I get a call claiming there is a problem with my Social Security number or account? And they even have it in Spanish. You can click on that if you want to see it in Spanish. And so this is what they're saying. If there's a problem with your Social Security number, we will mail you a letter. Generally, we will only contact you if you have requested a call or have ongoing business with us, but we will never. So these are the things that they will never do. They will never threaten you with an arrest of legal action, suspend your Social Security number, demand immediate payment from you, require payment by cash, gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or wire transfer, ask for gift card numbers over the phone or to wire or mail cash, ask for personal details or banking information to give you a cost of living adjustment. And so these are the things that the Social Security Administration is telling you that they will never do. So if you're getting phone calls, random phone calls, that's probably not them. And the best rule of thumb, if someone calls you and it's a random call, make sure you take their name down and say, okay, you know what, I'll call you back. And then you go to the Social Security Administration website, find the number, and then call them and let them know the information that you receive. In most situations, it's going to be a scammer. It's not going to be someone calling from the Social Security Administration. So just understand that. And when you tell them, if you tell them, I'll call you back, generally they're just going to hang. If you ask for their name, they're probably going to hang up. But just ask for their name and then call the Social Security Administration and then find out further details when it comes to your account. And then they go on to say here, fraudsters pretend to be government employees and claim there is identity theft or another problem with your SSN account or benefits. These criminals continue to evolve and find new ways to steal your money and personal information. So, and to protect yourself, they have information here so you can even go further if you want to look into some more information. And they're also saying that there's a scam alert at the Office of Inspector General. You can check this out here. You can watch this little clip here where they talk a little bit about people being scammed. So they're really taking this very seriously. And I think you should be taking it seriously as well. Anytime there's a significant change when it comes to Social Security, you're going to have these people out there that are going to be trying to take advantage of you. So I'm just forewarning you, in situations like this, just call them back. Say, you know what, I'll call you back. And usually that will do away with it. They'll hang up right away. But this is kind of the situation that we're in right now, where we have people that are just trying to take advantage of older people, and it's sad. It really is. It's bad enough. I mean, I get telemarketers calling me at least 2 or 3 times a day, and it's just sad. It really is. But this is what we're looking at right now. And when it comes to robocalls and things like that, you would think that the federal government would do something about that. But we know during election time, we get a lot of robocalls, and it's not coming from people trying to scam you. It's actually these politicians that are calling you. And so that's probably the main reason why they're not doing anything about it. So I just wanted to put this out again, just because I'm looking at the Social Security Administration website. They're talking about it. There's articles talking about it. So this is something that we will see a lot of. Now, let's talk a little bit about what we can anticipate in the next couple of months. So we're now moving into 2023. What is that going to mean for any legislation? I mean, are we going to see anything, people talking about $200 raise for Social Security? Will we see that on the table? Will we see a child tax credit on the table? Will we even see them talk about anything else when it comes to helping the American people? And the reality is right now, we're going to have to wait and see what this Congress is going to do. And we're mainly focused on the House right now because we will have split government. Democrats will be controlling the Senate, and the House will be controlled by Republicans. And so it's going to be very interesting to see if they have any desire to move forward with legislation. And just looking at it right now, I don't think there's that desire in the House. I think the Senate will try to move forward with some legislation, but when it comes to the House, I think they're going to be focused on investigations and investigations only. They're not really going to be focused on moving forward and trying to help the American people. And that's unfortunate, but that's what we're going to be looking at. And so this is one of those things I'm going to follow really closely. So make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell notification. And this is another thing where if we see that the House is not doing anything, we need to reach out to them. You need to let them know that you're interested and you're watching for Social Security reform. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about a raise for Social Security? What are you going to do about all these different things that are out there? And putting pressure on these politicians, maybe they will move forward with something, but they're going to need to have pressure on them because I don't really see them wanting to move forward. We're not going to see any major legislation like we saw. And even if you thought, well, the Democrats didn't do anything, there were a lot of large bills that went through Congress that were just partisan bills, not a bipartisan bill, just partisan bills that were going through. And if we didn't have Democrats coming together, you wouldn't have saw the last stimulus check that went through. You wouldn't have saw a lot of the different things that we've been seeing. And so we're probably not going to see anything on a large scale like we've seen in the last couple of years. And so if you thought that they didn't do anything in the last 2 years, just wait for the 2 years that we have in front of us. It's going to be really, really tough to see anything get done. And so the only thing that we can do is let the politicians know. And looking at the situation and looking at how tight the House is when it comes to the makeup, and Republicans only have a small majority. So just looking at that, you might be able to influence some of these Republicans and say, hey, look, we do need to do more than just investigate. We actually have to do some legislation. And if we don't, then we're not going to be there in 2 years from now. So I want to know how you guys feel about this. So let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. Happy New Year, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.